Hi guys, this is Mia from Mia eCommerce Mode to Portugal. I hope you already subscribed to my channel because this channel is about e-commerce marketing, interesting professional events, and of course startups. And today is the 1st January and we start this year with new playlist. By the way, all videos are packed in playlists. So if you are interested in Portugal, you can go to the playlist called Moves to Portugal. If you are interested in e-commerce lessons, go to e-commerce lessons. It will be somewhere here. And today we are starting a new playlist, interviews with interesting persons from digital marketing, e-commerce, and startups. And today, my first guest is Deonnah Carolus. Excuse me, Deonnah, the first fail. Yes, and I think it will be better to introduce yourself. Tell us about yourself. What are you doing right now? What is your marketing background? And a little bit about yourself, your professional career, please.
Yeah, sure. Hi. Thank you so much for having me on. This is so much fun when I get to talk to other people in my industry and we get to share our expertise a little bit. So I have an agency out in Colorado in the US, and I've been doing marketing at an agency level since 2014. It wasn't until 2016 I actually opened my own business. And from there, we just kept moving into e-commerce. We have a lot of clients that we service for SEO. We do Shopify websites, Shopify design and development, UX, UI experience. And we also run some advertising on social, and we also run social media for e-commerce business owners that just don't have the time to do it and that really need to sell more of their products on the platforms.
Yeah, social media, that's where we met. Actually, I know Deonnah around a couple of years, and I followed her in her Instagram, and she always gave me some interesting tips about Instagram. So we started talk about some social media, excuse me, life hacks, and here we are. Now we have this interview. This is amazing. And I have a question, actually. It's a question I'm asking every person, every single person, which starts his own career as an entrepreneur. So you are a person with a huge marketing background and you started your own business. Is it an agency or you just work as a freelancer? I don't like this word freelancer.
Oh, I know. That's so funny. I feel the same way about the word consultant.
Yeah.
It's like, what is a consultant?
Yeah.
But it's funny you ask. So I started my company out as a full agency.
Mm-hmm.
And over time, I have fluctuated to become more of a boutique style company. So the term company is a little bit smaller when it comes to people's awareness of company versus agency versus freelancer. I do have an account manager. I hire contractors based on client work and needs. If I am contracted out as a consultant, then that specific company gives me budget and I fulfill the team to fulfill the project, and I oversee the project while I'm consulting the CEO in the project. So if that makes sense. So we are more a boutique style marketing company. And, I feel like the agency model is kind of coming to a weird impasse. I hate to say the word dying, but in a way, people know what to expect from an agency now. Yeah. And it's not always something people are very fond of pursuing as business owners, especially in e-commerce. And with so many tools out there and educational tools now, people really, they either need a consultant or someone to just help them, like a guide or a coach to sift through all of the things for their own
vertical. Yeah, actually, I felt the same when I was worked as a head of e-commerce or head of marketing, because there was some kind of definition between the agencies. For example, a full stack agency which works with everything, but it is impossible because there's a lot of different departments and they don't communicate with each other. I don't want to say that they are non-professional or something. Of course not. Everyone is in big agencies. They're like star of marketing working there, but not everyone can afford them. And of course, we have just one Nike and a lot of sport brands. And what do you think for SMB, like for small, middle-sized business, which model is better? Work with like your and mine style small boutique agencies, or hire like a lot of freelancers, or go to these big ones? What do you think?
Yeah, no, that's a really good question, because I think it just depends on their earning power. Some small to medium-sized businesses are in, the 1 million to $5 million annual earning range, while others are still at 6 figures. And while freelancers can be great for some projects, I think being able to source someone that has a little more breadth of knowledge, that's really a CEO of a consulting firm, or has some sort of idea of how to hire correctly for the project, or more of a consulting role, I think those businesses benefit more. I'll give you one example. A client that I'm wrapping up with now, they're a 45-plus-year-old company, and they are switching over all of their e-commerce systems for 2023. So this whole year, we've just been switching over their website, switching over their processes, getting them on ShipStation, all these things that are so new to them, and their earning power is in the millions. And so, but they're a team of 7 people. So it would not
really technical migration, like from ERP to TMS and everything.
Everything. They didn't even have Klaviyo set up. It's a shock that they're such a well-known company in their niche, but everything was broken, all of their systems. So this is going to get them to that next level. But I don't think hiring a simple, I hate to say simple freelancer, because some freelancers are very, very smart, but they're also very, very niche, and you hire a freelancer for a very specific need, right? So there's freelancer specific jobs and more like unicorn, not quite a agency, but can really understand marketing and has a very solid background working in very different verticals and projects. So I guess I hope that answers your question. It's kind of like, it just depends on where their business is, I think, and how much they earn and what their need truly is, as far as who to hire as a small to medium-sized business.
Yeah, but everyone, like even small companies right now, think that they need marketing. Like, for example, every second client says that I have to be online. I have to do something. I need all social media, but at the same time, they don't have any heads and hands for this to manage. So what do you think if the company, if the brand is small, is there any I don't know, does any brand need to be in all social media as a person which works in with everything? What do you think?
So what I typically tell people is to use the 90-10 rule, which is focus 90% of your marketing efforts where your customers are. Typically in e-commerce, that's going to be Instagram, Pinterest, or TikTok, or something like that. So depending on your product, that's going to tell you where your audience is. Before anyone gets onto social media, though, I like to tell them to optimize their website, have really good product descriptions, implement SEO, do not depend on these free tools and apps for marketing to drive 100% of your traffic all the time, because there's a learning curve there, right? And your business lives off of social media. It doesn't live on social media. And these are just enhancement tools to help you sell your products. A lot of people get caught up in the paid ads of Facebook and Google, and, you know, Google display ads. Yes, absolutely. Anyone should start first and foremost, optimize the website, get on Google display ads, because those are very easy, low hanging fruit. And then once you kind of start getting sales, figure out what the best next, you know, action is. Obviously, if you're on Instagram, you're on Facebook because Facebook owns Instagram. So they are the gatekeepers for a lot of things that happen on Instagram, which is unfortunate, but that's just how you have to play the game. So it's not that I'm skipping over Facebook. I'm just like, you know, we're getting to this weird place of like, who's even on Facebook? Is it really worth our time anymore? From a paid ads perspective, absolutely, because you have to play their game to be on their apps, you know.
Yeah, and it costs money, of course. There might be an understanding that each social media needs own budget. So what do you think if you have, for example, 1,000 euros or dollars per month? Is it possible to go to different social media, or is it better to concentrate for Instagram or maybe on Instagram shopping?
Yeah, I think that anywhere you can integrate shopping for easy purchases is where the best bang for your buck would be. So if you have a limited budget, absolutely, you know, integrate the platforms that people can shop with you most easily organically. So when you're talking about Instagram shopping, for example, you can integrate product tags, which is a free integration that comes with Facebook Business Manager in their Commerce Manager suite. You have to be very careful about integrating these two tools, however, because if you set them up the wrong way or you miss a step, they can disable your commerce account, which is not as easy to get back.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What is this? What is it, this shopping tags? Can you tell us more about it? Because I know that there's just hashtags, there's Instagram shopping, and maybe for our viewers, maybe a little more detailed about this Instagram shopping tags. What you are talking a lot about it in your Instagram, and I know, I know by the way what this means, but maybe a little bit for those who will watch this video.
Yeah, I feel like Instagram, like getting the integration should be step one. But then once people have the things integrated, it doesn't mean people are just going to automatically start buying your stuff. So just, you know, the simplest thing you can do is just integrate the shopping. In order to display the products, though, on your Instagram shop, you have to go into Facebook Catalog Manager and get your products approved from the website to the catalog to display on Facebook and on Instagram. So that's a whole other process. But once those are up and running, it really comes down to the strategy. And you mentioned hashtags earlier, and there's just, Instagram is changing so much. And, you know, I feel like some days I don't even want to be on it anymore because it's just getting so crowded and they're testing things all the time. Yeah. But with hashtags, they still are so crucial to the platform. They categorize things. If you're selling a specific product, a niche product, you need to create hashtags around your products to categorize them so people that are looking for that specific thing, like a yellow rain jacket or whatever, they can find you very simply and easily with hashtags. So they're still relevant. Keywords, yeah, of course, are relevant in captions, but really it still comes down to those hashtags and categorizing your products for ease of shopping. You know, otherwise, how are you going to find anything on that app? It would be impossible, and I still codepend on them a lot. For example, so as much as I talk about it on Instagram, I'm like, is this too rudimentary for some people? And I think it's a yes and no, because there's the strategy piece and then there's the technical piece. So, and it's both things together.
So it's like a new way Can we say that this Instagram shopping tags reminds us SEO? It's like search engine for the social media, is it?
Okay, so the tags themselves, no. However, when it comes to search and discovery on Instagram, depending on the user and what they're searching for, yeah, totally. The algorithm will display certain things to them product wise. So yes and no.
Okay, and I can imagine right now the person which is watching this video that what these girls are
I
talking
know.
about.
No, there's two sides to everything, right? So having your, okay, so we're talking about too, like your website,
Yeah.
product descriptions and URL strings.
Yeah.
Those have to be set up in specific ways to even be approved on Instagram and Facebook for people to shop, right? If those aren't set up, or if sometimes they don't like all the letters capitalized in the titles of your products, whatever it is, they will be rejected. But just having those simple things go together absolutely helps the ease of buying on the apps. Instagram has its own SEO. Your website has its own SEO. It's all, and I say SEO because like with Instagram, SEO is very much driven by hashtags and the algorithm and actions you take to condition the algorithm to show you the things that you want to see on Instagram. So definitely don't throw away hashtags because it does help kind of with the SEO, but keywords in your captions with those specific product listings, especially in your catalogs, is what's going to help you with the SEO portion of the search and discovery tool on Instagram. And I hope that answers your question.
Yes, totally. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, I know that you have some special guides, already read guides about these hashtags, and also you have your educational course. Are you talking about shopping tags there also, or is it like a common course? What is it about?
Yeah, so the course is called the Social Sales System, and actually, I'm going to be changing it up a bit in 2023. Social selling is kind of more associated with network marketing and like a product that you sell under, like, I don't know, like Scentsy candles or whatever. Like, so I think that's one thing. But the program goes through, it's very Instagram heavy. How to use hashtags, how to use a strategy on Instagram to sell more of your products, how to integrate product tags the right way so you don't get denied and then possibly shut down. Because if your commerce account gets disabled, you have to start over essentially. And Facebook will tell you, they will request that you just start a new Instagram account. Like, what?
Why?
What?
Why?
Yeah. If you want to sell stuff and they denied you, they're essentially asking you to start fresh. And that's insane to ask a business owner to do that because you have built a community there. It's so hopefully they come up with a way to help people from that space as they have with their ad accounts in the future. Okay, so the course, it goes through Instagram, very Instagram heavy. The only stuff that we talk about with Facebook is how to integrate your business manager and your product tagging and your commerce accounts so that you can sell on Instagram. I do have a section in there about Pinterest for e-commerce, which is very useful when you're ready to explore that as a secondary channel. It's kind of very underutilized still by a lot of people. But a very large platform as well, so it shouldn't be overlooked.
It was my question about Pinterest when you mentioned it. Does it work really? Pinterest?
Yeah, so long as you are, and a lot of people, they use it for paid strategy over there, but so long as you're linking back to your products and people can shop you, yes.
Just an image and catalogs and like visual something, yeah?
Totally, yeah. And it's kind of a longer game because people are on there doing more research activities and saving things to boards and coming back later and then shopping after they've kind of gathered more
I guess
information.
it's really good for fashion, beauty, or something like related
Yeah,
with
yeah,
visual styles and looks and
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I've definitely gone on there and shopped for like
Good.
new jewelry or a jacket I'm looking for. If I see it on a show, then I know Pinterest will show it to me if I, if
Okay.
I want it. But yeah, so the course also goes into setting up Klaviyo, how to create some automations in Klaviyo to win back missed opportunities on your website, and then optimizing your website. But in the future with the course, I'm sort of in a revamp period. There's so much to it that I feel like in 2023, people just need more smaller, bite-sized, digestible things that are affordable because we are in a recession right now and things are just a little unpredictable, but business still needs to function and operate as normal. People still need to know things that they don't quite know yet and they can get help with, but at an affordable price. So I think from me, you'll see the larger signature course being kind of compartmentalized into smaller, more digestible bits, which will be really great. And that'll be coming out more towards March. So,
Okay. So
yeah,
you
for people
want,
interested, I can give you a code or something and you can send them out,
yeah, it would be great. So yeah, you can send me a code and it will be in description. So all links will be below this video in description. And of course, subscribe and follow Deonnah in Instagram because there's a lot of useful information. Yeah, I have to confess, I read everything you write and I
Oh,
got
that's so, thank you.
some things for me. So
Yay,
and I
that
use
makes
it
me feel so good.
sometimes.
Thank
So
you. Because I'm just at a stage where I'm like, is anyone seeing anything? You just don't know. I hope after the holidays, though, things kind of get back to normal because we are fighting with a lot of paid ads right now and all the stuff for the holidays. So we'll see what happens.
yeah,
I
yeah.
get
I
really
hope that
frustrated.
yeah, I hope that 2023 will be more friendly for all of us. And yeah, because business needs really to be recovered from every catastrophes we had and still have in the world.
Yeah, and it's still
Okay.
recovering.
Okay, so we had really a really good chat in 25 minutes
Yeah.
already. So, so I think so. If you have any questions, to Deonnah or for me, maybe please comment below, and we'll try to answer you. Deonnah, thank you. So today is 1st of January, and if you have some maybe a few words or something you want to say to my auditory, and there's around 2,000 people which watching my videos, and I hope that they will grow. So
That's
you can
awesome.
yeah, so the stage is yours. You can tell them anything
Awesome.
you want.
Yeah. So if you are in e-commerce and you are struggling to get product tags enabled, I do have a tutorial that's $37 that walks you through every single step you need to take so that you don't get denied. You do every step in order, and then you connect your website to Facebook Business Manager. And I will give you the link so that you can have access to that. And it's a very like 5-minute long journey with me as we walk through the setup, and then you're well on your way to selling your products on social media, because social commerce is something that is going to keep growing. I've gotten in on the very early stages of this back in 2017 and 2016 when it was very new, and has just seen it explode, and it's going to continue to become more and more commonplace where people are going to be spending time away from websites and more on the apps, and you just want to make it very easy for people that you target or are targeting or trying to send your messaging to shop with you on the apps very seamlessly. They don't even have to leave, and those apps reward you for those types of behaviors. So yeah, I can provide that.
Great.
If
It
you're
was
looking
good.
for that very
Uh,
first step.
Thanks a lot. Thank you for coming. And I hope that we will meet another time, maybe in a few months, if you will have some updates about Instagram, or maybe we'll have something new, some new social media, which will blow the world like Instagram and TikTok did. So I invite you next time in a couple of months, if you don't mind, and see you in Instagram and stories, and bye.
Bye.